Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and Kenan Memorial Stadium, home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. And basketball may be in the blood, but football is certainly in the soul. We have a top 25 class between two of the best teams in the sport, and both hoping to enhance their postseason resume. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Temple Owls, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Tar Heels will put it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Myers. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Temple.
How about special teams being special on the opening kick? You work in meetings all week, and we might have a chance to bust one. First kick, takes it, busts it through, uses the speed, takes it all the way back to the house. What a start.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's McMillan. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. First down here for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going for it all. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 20.
They stripped it out. Gets away from one, finds room. Just keeps moving.
And that's why you hustle to the football. So many guys getting there, and yes, does he break some tackles and make a play, but the next guy flying in there, and he's trying to break all these tackles, but all these guys, and what happens? All these guys got their hands near the football. Somebody gets a hand on it, forces the fumble, forces the turnover, and the big momentum swing back to the other side.
They'll leave it with him. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches.
And he takes it in for the score. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 12, set to kick this one away.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and he's going to let it go. He's got it inside the 30. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, North Carolina! And once he got loose, it was all over. Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Meyer. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Right back to the well. Racing down the left side. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Owls.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Quarterback checking the play. Going up top on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Showing the arm strength to the left. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. They want to just keep throwing it. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath,
it's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back, you don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? Calls his own number. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels! It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And he tacked on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Myers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The pull and throw off the RPO. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They want to run it left here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now the play fake. Going for it all. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter.
Temple, 21. North Carolina, 14.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's got it inside the 15. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And that's what makes this offense so dangerous. They've got playmakers all over the field. Here they are on their own side of the 50. 3rd and long on any given play. They can take it the distance. They do right there. Not just moving the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And adding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
28. North Carolina, 14.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And guys, with the empty backfield on 2nd and short, might they take a shot here? Quarterback checking off. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Looking left. Complete downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a 3rd time.
Fires the pass, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Holds and fires complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
The give to the back. Nice move to keep moving. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the give off the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Owls! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Yeah, and you look for the big fellas down here in the red zone. You want to run the football, you want to be physical, and then you play action, and you got the big target, throw it up to him. He does the rest with the soft hands and getting the touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Looking deep. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
They'll throw it on first down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, UNC! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Toledo is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 11 over Central Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. Trying to surge it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. Trying to slam in. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Now on the move. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The AT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
You get the big play, now to pay it off. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Lets it go to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. He'll try to tack on one more. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Coming out with it, it's Meyer. Makes a move. Got a little room. Gives him the big stiff arm. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. They'll run play action. Gets it out fast. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Owls! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. On the run, it's Carr. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They've been running it, but now the pass. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, UNC! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Boise State took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for that trip back to southwestern Idaho. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Finds his big tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Fires to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
Ball down near the 6-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, we are all tied up.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown Owls! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
North Carolina, 42.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it on the right. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
Quarterback will audible. Looking to move it through the air. Dances away. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play.
Just a really nice job defensively, too, not giving up on the play, right? You didn't sack him initially, but guys were still in hot pursuit and chasing. And this front 7 defensively, they've got a lot of speed and athleticism, and they're able to stay on the quarterback's heels and force him out of bounds for a loss.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Unloads to the wideout. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Man, this dude's flown by 200, flown by 300, and now thrown by 400. Almost 450 yards in the ball game. This dude has been on point.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Working the middle, it's complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They keep attacking through the air. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina!
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And he splits the uprights, and we're tied in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. takes over and the offense will return to the field. Power football with the run. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dances away from 1. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The give out of the gun. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw for it. Throwing right. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his back in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
They'll go back to the ground. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Leaves it with the running back. Tackled after picking up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Change our set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quick completion on the out. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Man, there's not a running back in the country that doesn't want to get fed and get fed and get fed, and he has been. He's been fed, and now he's up to 150 yards, so great productive day for this running back and create a lot of balance on this offense.
Might as well give it to him again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They're in position to win it with a field goal. They got to spike it and stop the clock. They'll run it. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Off play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Touchdown, Owls! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll start this drive firing. A deep throw as the clock winds down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they